Hi, I am your Satya Santosh. Through our Realty channel and other social media platforms, I am sharing lot of things related to real estate to you. Some customers are getting information and updates personally through WhatsApp and mails. Through the analysis I have informed, many customers have gained 400 to 500% in the last 4 to 5 years. But at the same time, if many people invested in a different project or a different place, their investment has been stuck and some have even lost the principal amount. It makes me very happy to give a good return to my customers and those who trust me. So, another good news for me at a time like this is that all the analysis reports I have given have almost 90% success rate, and a popular newspaper, Midday, based in Mumbai, mentioned me a best analyst in India. They wrote an article on me. The details of that article I have placed in the description below. I am very thankful. Thank that news media. If I have a 90% success rate in the analysis, it's because I put emotions aside and study how the market is in the future, where development and demand and other information factors are studied from the ground level. By applying logical thinking, we can do a good analysis in real estate, stock market, or any other product. Obviously, your support and your trust is always on me. That's why I am able to give you a good performance. If your support and trust remains the same, I can also do better analysis and give you good recommendations in the future. So thank you for that. An investment should be made through a study or research analysis. Moreover, we think it is better that we do not invest through emotions or news. So, as a good analyst and as a good advisor, I am ready to give you good services. Be ready to create wealth for you too through our analysis reports and our wealth creating products.
Real estate market trends and analysis.
Friends, let us get into our video. Many investors are losing lakhs and crores with wrong advices and analysis. We want you to understand the real analysis and real advisory in real estate. So, this is going to be a detailed research and analysis based video where I will be explaining the market and future through various sources and perspectives. Please try to watch the video until the last so you can get the quality and genuine analysis. I am very sure that this kind of quality analysis will not be there in YouTube or any paid services. So please use this opportunity. If you don't want to watch everything, you can just click on the desired timestamp for a particular topic. And before that, make sure you subscribe to the channel to support us. Let's start now. If you can recall an Indian cabinet minister name who advised Indian builders to sell in discount price during the COVID pandemic of 2020. You can please share your answer in the comment box. If cannot, we will answer in this video after some time. During the COVID pandemic, I had analyzed and informed that commercial real estate would rise back and will have more demand in future, but confirmed against others who believed that there is no future for real estate or commercial space demand. Now you can see the reality. City like Hyderabad is having the highest demand in commercial properties. On the other side, we can see a recent event in Lulu Mall in Kerala, which confirms a mob entry as an adventure into the shopping mall in 2020 after COVID. In 2021, people concluded that commercial real estate will crash and there will be no demand for shopping malls, commercial space, etc. But with respect to 2023, recent updates, people are traveling more than ever in the history. We can see that Hyderabad is facing the highest noise in 2022. When I recommended Dundigal area, many investors concluded that Dundigal has no future. But today in Hyderabad, Dundigal is the area where we have the highest construction approvals for 600 square yard and above constructions. When I recommended Dundigal, many people have not believed that. But today, we can see Dundigal having the highest construction approval for 600 and above. As you can see, 267 new approvals. So, who was right, friends? We are having a new international companies campus in every 2 months. Commercial buildings also have more demand than ever in the history of the market. In last 9 months, leasing in Hyderabad business has raised 6 times in Hyderabad compared to 2020. In last 9 months, we have leasing in commercial space up to 7.22 million square feet. Commercial spaces rental also raised consistently, and 69% of commercial space got leasing and 19% of residential got leasing. And we can see similar growth in Bangalore commercial space up to 45% year on year. BlackRock CEO Mr. Larry Fink believes that getting workers back to office will reduce the inflation rate, and he also trusts that work from home will harm the inflation, and he stressed on commercial space demand and its importance. On the other hand, some HR heads of MNC companies like PepsiCo have confirmed that service or work at office improve the productivity of the company. Many companies are seriously demanding their employees to work from office. In 2022, investors are back to invest in both commercial and residential projects. We have a 3.2 crore square feet office space establishment in Hyderabad, and office demand is almost same or better than everywhere in the market. And we have seen that best Hyderabad having highest commercial projects and still that area leading the market. Sankarpalli, Chevlla are having the highest demand for land purchases in Hyderabad. Here, the minimum land price per square yard is rupees 20,000 to 25,000, and if land is far away from the main road, it is valued as 10,000 rupees to 15,000 rupees per square yard. Srisailam Road, Pharma City, Mall side roads also have the highest demand in recent times. Recently, Vijayawada highway roadside lands are also getting the demand. We can get related information in different articles. Now, we can also predict positive and optimistic growth in Hyderabad real estate because of stable government and its good governance as well as stable real estate opportunities. No doubt that Hyderabad is attracting all major MNCs and other state companies because of huge land availability and low-cost employment along with the best resources and support from government of Telangana. This led to the great investment inflows across India and globally. We can also check that the government land auctioned in Kokapet was accepted in minimum price rupees 50 crore per acre. Triton Electrical Vehicle is investing 2,100 crore rupees in Telangana, and JP Morgan opens its Asia Pacific's largest campus in Hyderabad. KTR inaugurated Bosch Global Software Technologies facilities in Hyderabad. And another interesting story is that Mr. Donald Trump, the ex-president of USA, is having Trump Realty Company. They are going to establish different projects in Hyderabad and Indian cities in the near future. Let me tell you that we have got confirmation that Trump Realty is working with a Hyderabad-based builder for luxury apartments project in Hyderabad, most of these in the West Hyderabad. This is an amazing news for Hyderabad real estate market. Market updates. JLL is an US-based MNC company works on commercial real estate which conducts research on the real estate trends. As per JLL research report for Q3 2022, the recent trends in real estate across India, we have found some interesting factors. Let me share these with you. There is a 91% year-on-year growth in different new projects, launches and sales have 69% year-on-year growth. The YTS, year to sale, which means the ability time to sell a property, is now at 3.1 years. We have more sales in high ticket size properties in 2022 compared to 2021. We have the highest new launches than 2015. Again, it shows that Indian real estate market is growing. All these factors are indicating that we have a robustness in sales and have a healthy real estate environment in India. If we see the average price growth in India is around 3 to 11%, and we have found that Hyderabad having the highest appreciation rate, that is 11%. And we can see the sales are at 1.61 lakh unit in the first 9 months of 2022, suppressed the annual sales in 2014, which is the highest in the history, and its healthy growth rate in residential projects. We also have an interesting fact that flats with big ticket size, that is rupees 1.5 crore and above, are having high growth in sales, 216% in year-on-year. Here in the chart, we can see there is a high growth in sales when compared to normal ticket size for the year 2021-22. Bangalore is leading in these sales while Hyderabad tops in new project launches during 2022. Bangalore is having only few new launches, but it has the highest sales, where Hyderabad have least sales but having highest pre-launches or launches across India. In this graph, we can see there is no much problem with sales and new launches in Hyderabad. We have an improvement in launches and sales. Here in the map, we can see that overall launches in 2021 is 32,863 units, whereas the sales are 33,463 units. While in 2022, we have 6,28,258 new flats and sales are 56,658. So, we have an improvement in both new launches and sales. So, there is no problem with the high number of launches. One more interesting topic, we have that liquidation or sell of unsold inventory, or we can simply say yes to sale. Now we can see the graph regarding Mumbai real estate. We can see that there is a high demand for both sales and have high new project launches too. And in recent times, Mumbai has seen highest sales in 2022 only because since last 3 to 4 years Mumbai real estate was in downtrend. So when it comes to Hyderabad, we can see that there is a high growth with new launches and sales also. But there is huge gap between launches and sales in Q3 2022 because we have abnormal launches like a 16,800 plus units in Q3 2022. We have found that the annual or the average sale time in entire India came down to 3.1 to 3.6 years. We have also found that the years to sale in Bangalore came down to drastically below 3 years. Where in Hyderabad, it has upset the investors that the years to sell had increased up to 4.5 to 4.8 years, which is bad for flat resale or high return seekers. It indicates that real estate in Hyderabad will have a tough time after 2025 or 26. So, investors who want exit from flats, so it is the best time to exit or sell. Otherwise soon, it won't be a good thought to liquidate that same flat. It's an important tool to watch. Investment in Delhi gave bad returns before 2020, but from 2020 onwards, there is a continuous growth in both sales and asset value. We have seen huge demand for different projects and commercial space, especially for the godowns and office spaces in Delhi, Noida, and Gurgaon areas. DLF had leased a property of nearly 2 lakh square feet in this tough time. I believe that investment should be based on forecasted analysis and not on past and present performances or news. Because in 2020, many people thought that there will be no future, there will be no real estate. But we have seen that real estate across India had growth, have given more returns than our expectations after COVID. I am keep repeating a thing that many people consider past performance as the future. But past will not be the future. One day Delhi had bad luck for growth, now Delhi has better sales, and once Bangalore had bad sales than Hyderabad. But now Bangalore has better sales than Hyderabad. So one must analyze and understand the future rather sticking with past or present situations. Market analysis. Now let me share some market analysis with you. It's about some information regarding Hyderabad real estate market. We can see the commercial realty may have low launches and slow sales. But there will be no discount in commercial space. We will have slow launches in residential projects too. But there will be no discount. Even the price may grow in near future. We expect annual growth rate it will be 10% or below. Pre-launches will be reduced. Plots will have slow growth rate. Better to invest in lands. However, lands can give only 10 to 15% next 1-2 years depends on areas. Villas in Hyderabad will have their demand as usual and growth rate will have annual growth rate 30 to 50% for next 2 years. Future markets. Knowing future helps us to invest in right places, so we have some important point that is inflation and its effect on our future trends or markets. So about inflation, I have done a wide video on July 2022. In that video, I have mentioned that by November 2022, we may have discount or reduction in inflation rate. I had also confirmed that crude oil prices will come down from 150 USD per barrel to 70 USD per barrel. Now, as we can see that crude oil prices come down to 71 USD per barrel. It's an important thing for cooling down the rising inflations. We can see these new reports that inflations in US slows for November, but still it's high on year. In November, the inflation was 7.1% from 7.7% in October. US Fed in December has also raised interest rates by 50 bps, unlike 75 bps as usual in 2022, which shows there is some hope. However, US Fed rates are at 4.25 to 4.5%, which is not a healthy sign for global economies. And in India, we have seen a slowdown in inflation rates in November and it's below 6%, that is 5.88%, which is lowest from last 1 year. So, India under safe hands and controlling inflation is possible with these figures. Recession. For a long time we have the same perspective for recession, but we need to understand the real meaning and real issues with recession. Let us understand the real meaning of recession. Recession is a period of economic decline during which trade and industrial activity are reduced, generally identified by a fall in a country's GDP in 2 successive quarters. We have 2 more tools or measurements like yield curve and unemployment to understand the recession. Media and many experts are saying that the inflation in US is rising, so we will have a recession. But here, we want to share some interesting factors like the trends in US inflation rate. Actually, nowadays, we have a downward trend in inflation in US, but not now. Earlier in 2019, US have high inflation rates. Can see the statistics report. And also can try to understand that always inflation will not hurt realty or stock market. The 2019 trend shows the same. Instead of harming the housing and equity market, US had highest home sales and Dow Jones. US market index have improved and gave more returns. All we want to understand that we cannot judge the future or growth or returns based only on inflation as per media or other expert worries. If so, they must answer the reasons for rally housing sales and equity market in US after high inflations in 2019, that is 1.6% to 7.48%. We had not seen any crash in market after these high hikes in inflation rates. We can see the chart from Fed, that is Federal Reserve Economic Data from US. This shows that the rally in housing prices despite the growth in inflation rates both in 2019 and after. And we can see that US existing home sales that have rise to new highs in COVID and after time due to high demand. Later demand is cooled off, but we don't have worse sales. High and low demands for any project are just cyclic things. We cannot judge things only based on few short-term trends in market. On the other hand, joblessness for 2 or more quarters may be considered as serious inflation. However, we can see that the inflation in recent time have different scenarios, like we have high rise in employment. So we can say there is a technical issues for understanding the inflation. Many media sources and experts are worried about joblessness in Meta, Amazon or some other firms. But we don't think so, as we need to understand the business models of these companies. Many top companies are still running smoothly. However, we need to know some basics too. After COVID, there was high demand for IT projects and those companies have a habit to hire employees aggressively, which is quite common in IT sector. But those companies realize that the high recruitments will not be useful and they are trimming their new recruitments and kicking employees out. Here are some ground realities for you. The unemployment in US is in decline trend. Even after COVID situations, US got good employment figures. It's quite common that the figures may vary from last highs. For that, we cannot consider as recession. The layoffs or no recruitments are only in IT or few white-collar jobs. We have clear information that there is huge demand for non-IT jobs, hospitality, pharma and many more sectors. This graph shows that the number of jobs in US have grown in 2022 than 2016, but the sectors and jobs are having different demands. We can also see this chart from Bloomberg. The unemployment is at record low in the history of many developed countries. OPEC and Gulf countries are suffering with lack of more skilled employees and manpower. New Zealand data shows that the unemployment is at record low and wages are rising. It was assumed that the unemployment rate in economic troubles, UK will rise max up to 4% in next 2 years, which will not show any high impact UK's economy. So unemployment in global countries is not a big concern for recession. When it comes to India, we can see the graph which shows that there is no huge change in unemployment rates. However, in last November 22, we have seen a rise in unemployment rate which is not a big issue. We can see that the experts from India have improved a lot and India attracts highest inward remittance in the world, that is 83.1 billion US dollars. When US based companies are firing employees, TCS, a pride of Indian IT industry, has offered jobs in US and Tata Group also came forward to support employees who were fired from Meta and Amazon groups. Don't you think India and Indian companies are doing good and great things than any other nation or foreign companies? Please share your opinion in comment box. Other side, IIT Delhi got 20% more job offers for its students. Do you think there is recession in India? Major IT companies in India have hired more than 1 lakh new employees in first quarter of 2022. Here, finally, we can conclude few things on recession because it affects our investments in real estate. Indian economy is so strong that it doesn't depend on any one country. We can be a self-reliant economy. However, global issues will have their impact for temporary time. IT industry plays a crucial role in Indian economy and society, but we have to understand that nowadays trends are changing. IT will not have its strong impact as earlier. Even in commercial space, we have seen the rise of non-IT companies, both for leasing and office space establishments. Regarding these financial trends and issues, I like to share 2 important points from my personal life experience. It's not important or wrong if anyone do not know accounting or economics, but he or she must have common sense. I am saying this because nowadays highly educated and extra research knowledge pundits are losing more money than ordinary retail investors. Again, I like to advise everyone that always try to have extra source of income and try to upgrade and update themselves, especially when working as employee because we have more challenges in near future. Future forecasting is not wrong or sin, but it's a must to be done as an art in this modern and developing society. Indian realty in the next decade. I repeat this advice to investors that realty is for short-term gains and equity for long-term gains. However, many investors just do the opposite. The realty trend will be positive in next decade but will have different small trend changes like consolidation, downtrend, liquidation problems. We advise to diversify and keep rotating the funds in different segments and areas with right analysis for next 2 to 3 years. We can earn more profits than just investing in next 10 years. Indian GDP will touch 5 trillion US dollars in next 5 years as per different analysis reports and will reach 40 trillion US dollars level by the year 2047 as per Mukesh Ambani estimations. So the value of lands and properties will grow abnormally, and we can say this growth will be more than last 10 years returns in real estate. So investing in real estate is always a great profitable asset in next 10 to 20 years. We should think for short-term issues and concerns. During COVID 2020, many investors and even a central minister, Mr. Piyush Goyal, have advised the builders to sell the flats in discount. However, instead of the discounts, we have seen a sharp appreciation up to 10 to 15% for last 2 years. So we should not misunderstand the present situations. Here, I would like to ask a question expecting an honest answer from you. Will you sell your asset or realty property in discount rates in similar situations like COVID or recession? I will wait 10 seconds. Please share your opinion in comment box. Have you answered? Okay, I will believe that most of you will not agree or ready to sell your valuable asset in discount price. Of course, in few emergency situations, some may sell in discount prices but not everyone. Am I right? Then how can you judge or confirm that builders will sell in discount prices? This is the fact. And moreover, here everyone has idea on market and future. Situations are only for temporary time. After some time, prices will be normal and everything will be okay. It's the real still. It is the reason still many investors had kept their properties in downtrend. The best example is Amravati, the capital city of Andhra Pradesh. Do you know still many investors are holding their assets at 40 to 50% undervalued from last 4 to 5 years? It's a ground reality, and same thing happens with stock market. No one sells their stock in negative trend or crisis, especially when they incur losses for selling the same. So we advise to invest and wait for long term. Even in pandemic or tough situations, no need to worry. The best thing one can do is research and understand the future cycles before making investments. Pre-launch. Many investors may have issues with pre-launch projects for investment purpose. But I like to clarify few doubts and bring few facts in front of you, so you can judge the things with your own interest. In Hyderabad, pre-launch market businesses value went up to 1 lakh crore rupees in last 3 years. Those who have interested in these pre-launches are highly educated and affluents. While pre-launch investment is not new for Hyderabad, for past 10 years we have seen many projects based on the same system. Many investors are investing with interest and there is no compulsion. But in recent time, there was negative awareness and opinion were created among the retail investors. Everyone must understand that problems and risk will always be there. And first, one must avoid greed and ignorance to avoid these kind of risks. How can one believe a builder who promised square feet rate at rupees 2000 when the market price for upfront is rupees 3500 and retail price is rupees 5000 or above? Second, the most important thing is about the possession time. How can anyone expect a pre-launch project to be finished in just 2 to 3 years, whereas regular projects takes 4 to 7 years? So investors without having any basic knowledge and high greed are wasting their money and time with wrong projects and builders. Here I am not recommending any builder, but we have to understand the facts. In last 3 years, we have given 100% return for our pre-launch projects in Kokapet. Other side, many investors lost their returns with capital and wrong builders. If you think I am just supporting pre-launch projects, please check the reality that more NRIs and HNI clients are investing, promoting and still interested in pre-launch projects. So all they are investing with their own interests and decisions. My advice is to invest where you can trust and the project completion is possible. And very important thing is invest in realistic prices than abnormal discount price. Coming to my services, we will take care investors' investment when they invest with us. Those oversmart investors who invested directly with builders will have to face the issues and karma. Factors affecting the real estate. The prices of any real estate project will depend on different factors like politics, developments, or other issues. The best example for Telugu people is Amaravati and few towns in Andhra Pradesh where there is 40 to 50% depreciation than no appreciation. Another example is Ukraine real estate collapsed after Russia's attack. Many investors in Hyderabad have bad returns or zero returns on their investments, and many investors lost their investment in few realty and other projects. But always note that in many cases, the rally in real estate will be as per demand and interest of people rather any political, economical or development factors. In many rural and urban areas, real estate gave highest returns than few cities or areas of few cities. Being an advisor, I can say for investing in cities and countries, one must need to analyze and do analysis on different factors. But in rural areas, there is no need for extra research. Why an advisor? Investors in few projects or properties have been facing few common issues. 1. Lack of updates and right information at right time. Especially while dealing with direct builders, investors are not getting right information after the payments. Second key issue is resale or liquidation of property. Yes, many investors are investing with own plans and interests, but when it comes to resales, they need to wait for long and it's a difficult process. But when you invest with a professional advisory team like us, we will take care of all and even we calculate and arrange the exit price and profits at the beginning of the investment. Is it not safe and comfortable when you are enjoying the returns without any tensions and with our best services? Many of you may argue with me, why do not we invest in direct way as we do? We have no issues. But if you have any past experience, you will understand that we are just telling the facts. Many persons who have invested with friends and relatives are suffering poor growth rate and poor sales support. But when it comes to us, we will take care of everything. And the ultimate truth is that we don't charge anything from clients, but only we ask you to trust and support us. Is it not a fair services in the market? An advisor will analyze the future based on real facts, rather judging the things purely based on emotions or group or head of persons around. Sometimes the group or relatives or friends may give right advice, but most of the time they will fail to predict and support the investments in a right way. But a professional advisor will take care of the things and he minimizes the risks and maximizes the returns. Contact for advisory. For lands, please recall or recheck my previous updates on Chevlla and other area lands which have given 300 to 500% of returns in last 3 years. At the time, no one believed me and few even joked at me. How can you assure on your words? But many investors did not believe me and they even did not invested in any other project in the same location too. Now, the price has jumped to 4 times, that is rupees 2 to 3 crore per acre from 50 lakhs to 60 lakhs rupees per acre. Some way recommended lands in outskirts and long distance from Hyderabad, the price of acre 15 lakh land is jumped to 50 to 60 lakh in the last 2 to 3 years. But as usual, many investors have rejected and doubted my advised analysis. Not only Chevlla, we have analyzed and recommended different areas in Hyderabad for different projects for different time periods. When I recommended Dundigal, many people have not believed that. But today, we can see Dundigal having the highest construction approval for 600 and above, as you can see 267 new approvals. The best service we provide with best returns in realty. You can also see my performance and analysis reports for few of old recommendations. During 2022 years, Chevlla lands gave 300 to 400%. Srisalem Road and Mall Road side lands have given 400 to 500% of returns. Pre-launch flats projects in Kokapet gave 200% ROI in 3 years, 2019 to 2022. Villas in Dundigal area gave 300% returns from 2019 to 2022. Mokilla Villas gave 200% returns for 2020-22 duration. Bandlaguda Villas gave 200% for the time 2020 to 2022. Gatkeser 200% in 3 years 2016 to 2019 and 500% in last 5 years. And so on. The key issues with investments are getting updates on your investments and resale support or easiness. We always share the updates to our investors. In fact, we are a corporate realty advisors, not the salesmen or agents. In COVID time, many investors and oversmart persons confirmed that real estate will crash. I said that sales will drop for only temporary time, but the prices will not fall. Other side, many investors have postponed their investment decisions, but now they are realizing because the prices of flats flats and villas jumped 20% to 50% respectively in the last 2 years. And for many investors, I was ready to assure on the returns, but many have invested at other locations and few had not invested. Now they are left with only guilt and realization. Sorry, we cannot bring back past price or past time. We always have better plans and products for our believers and customers. Investment offers. Those who missed our past recommendations need not worry. We have better options and opportunities for our clients and believers. In 2020, we recommended strongly on lands, but now we are recommending villas project where you can invest in lands and villas. You may ask me why you are again supporting Chevlla area. Here is my answer. You can see the news that KTR, Telangana IT Minister, confirmed that Chevlla and Shahabad areas will have new investment and industrial developments. Welspun Group have invested in that area. Most importantly, we have road project for Hyderabad and Bijapur in Karnataka. It starts from Appa and ends at Vikarabad via Chevlla. And lifting GO 111 helped the prices grow and construction in that area. As Chevlla is just 20 to 40 minutes away from Gachibowli and Kokapet areas, investors or individuals who want independent houses and villas are interested to move towards Chevlla. Now we are recommending the villas or land projects because of two main reasons. First reason, lands may give you low returns for next 2 to 3 years. Second one, we all know that prices of any area or property will grow with rises in constructions. If we invest in villas or villa project lands, we will definitely get 30 to 50% appreciation for next 3 years. The offer is simple and secure. That is, just buy land worth rupees 50 lakh and get the land registration in your name and have buyback for appreciation of 40% in 1 year. Is it not a fair and secure deal? Investors who want villas can buy the villas both in upfront and retail payment modes. Lands. As I already said, the returns on lands will not be stable and not guaranteed. So we have few guaranteed return giving land deals. Many investors ask us for possible returns on their land purchases when we do not have any buyback offer. But many of them will not buy or will doubt when we have guaranteed deal for buyback on land purchases. Is it not funny? We have few land deals where buyback return on pre-developed sites is 50% per annum. If want buyback option on ready developed project, we can offer just 30% return per annum. Choice is yours and choose anyone. We have best deals and best analysis. Commercials. We know commercials will always be good to buy during pre-launch or under construction stages. We have IT commercial space project in Kokapet. It's a HMDA and RERA approved G+21 floor building project. Current work status is construction at G+5 and possession will be in 2024. Prices start from Rs 8,500 per square feet, minimum Rs 85 lakh investment. We also have a pre-tenanted or rental agreement based commercial space projects in Hyderabad, starting from Rs 18 lakh. Please contact us for more details. Let me repeat our new offers in brief. We have lands with buyback sale agreement at 40% ROI growth in Chevlla Villa lands and 50% ROI Shekapur DTCP plots. We can also arrange lands in ready HMDA or DTCP plots, but the buyback rate will have only 30% return. For all lands, minimum 50 lakh investment is must. Commercial under construction projects minimum 85 lakh onwards and ready rental commercial with 18 lakhs as minimum investment. Request. Please contact us if want good returns and appreciation on your investments. Kindly avoid questions on other investments or other area enquiries. Just recall Amaravati and other real estate issues. We do not want to waste time on wrong projects or areas. All we want to give good returns to our customers. I have observed one thing that those who believed us from heart and waited as we mentioned have created good returns than those who doubted or wasted our time. Karma will follow. Be professional with professional advisors, so you will get positive and better services. If you like the content in this video, please like, and if you think this video can help, please share with your friends and family members, and please subscribe our channel for more updates in future. Thank you. Your Satya Santosh, Satyameva Jayate.